What's up guys, Sean back with another video, and I got something a little different. I did this like when I first started my channel, man, because I love this show. I'm here for all the messy stuff, and Paternity Court is one of my friggin' favorites. I love watching this just because it's usually so outrageous that I can't even believe people are in these kinds of situations where there's a question between like 5 guys, who's the dad, and I'm like, damn. But usually they're pretty good, and this is most outrageous claims, so I think this is going to be great, but we definitely need to check this out.
You look at that baby.
He looks just like you, just a different color.
She went to another man's house while I'm sitting at the house.
Well, that's because you didn't even get me anything, and you were just yelling at me.
You know,
like that.
God created men to conquer, to overrule. A woman cannot empower men.
What are we?
In this video, a woman named White just
Oh, that guy's been watching too much Fresh and Fit, that's for damn sure. But what? He didn't get her anything? So if you don't get a friggin' Whopper, you're gonna go find a Whopper? Oh my God.
can't stop shifting blame.
She went to another man's house while I'm sitting at the house with the kids.
Well, that's because you didn't even get me anything, and you were just yelling at me. And you were just yelling at me.
I always love looking at the crowd in the background. That's like my favorite part. When they're animated like that, it's always way more funny.
You say what? The judge asked for evidence of her infidelity.
Miss White says, my body's naked, wishing you was in this bed with me. The ex-boyfriend texts back, LOL, you are crazy, about to call you in a minute. Your wife says, LMAO, could you do that for me?
Oh, buddy, she's tripping. He's probably laying next to her while she's saying that. Damn, some of y'all women be treacherous. That is an evil woman right there.
Check out her response to the evidence.
Why are you so quiet? Why are you texting your ex-boyfriend these things?
Because he don't treat me right. Like,
Your body is naked, wishing you were in the bed. Which bed? Your husband's bed?
Wait, there's more evidence to exhibit. This time with a twist.
Mr. White, please tell me that this is the only evidence you have. You just have these text messages?
No, I have pictures.
Of what? No. I've never gone through a girlfriend's phone. If you're cheating on me, I'm just going to get some get back somehow. It's going to hurt like hell, of course. Getting cheated on sucks. But I'm going to be part of the petty committee real quick.
Of her sexting people.
Pictures? I'm afraid to look, Jerome.
What does she have to say to all of these?
Oh,
kind
it's
of
an
pictures?
assumption. I don't know for a fact, but I think more than anything that I was more hurt because I done got attached to her. 6 months old, was there for the whole 9 months. I was the one that cut the umbilical cord. I watched her come out.
Her claim
She's such a cute kid too. My thing is, if you know there's a question, why not just break my heart in the moment so I don't gotta break her heart later? Like, just let me know what's up. If you're a guy, I think most of you just would like to know if there's like a chance you're not. At least that's how I feel about it.
claims just keep getting outrageous. The husband came prepared. He submitted more evidence.
And I'd rather not have my kids in that environment where they're seeing mom and dad argue over something. They don't need to see it. They either need to have the family together where there's no issues.
Have any other reason to believe that your wife cheated other times?
I have text messages proof right here.
Buddy, she's not even sneaky about it. Most women, y'all be cheating on us and keeping the same damn schedule. We'll never catch you. We're stupid. But guys, man, we're like 3 hours late. Like, what's up? I got a flat tire. No, that don't take no 3. We're stupid. You'll catch us in a heartbeat. But women, y'all be treacherous. I swear to God.
Of the most recent is Valentine's Day.
The judge asked for a backstory to the Valentine's Day saga. Trust me, she's stuck to her guns.
Oh, this is another guy. This is not the ex-boyfriend's name. He says, laying here horny, and you say, Miss White, I know me too. Miss White, why are you entertaining all these men on text?
because he
That's crazy. How many guys? Oh my God. This chick's definitely got her back blown out behind Burger King or something. She's just a damn sex addict. I think that's what the problem is. Or Buddy ain't hitting the right spots. I don't know. Maybe he's part of the LDE. I'm not going to speculate on his meat, but there's some kind of problem going on here.
He doesn't show me anything.
Always with the
He's
pivoting.
not there for
Always
me.
pivoting. You're trying to put it off on me. How you expect me to treat you the way you want to be treated when you're sitting here sexting other people and doing all this other stuff?
He said he tried to leave her several times. Check this instance out.
But she won't let me leave. I've literally tried to physically leave, and she has stood in front of the car to where I couldn't leave, or she says, I'm gonna call the cops and tell them you hit me.
Oh no, you dead wrong for that one. There ain't even a joke to make there. Cause they gonna lock him up in a heartbeat if that happens. He seems like a nice dude too. Like, he ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm sorry I said you might be in the LTE, buddy, but maybe the problem's just her here. Cause I don't think he's the problem. I think she just enjoys that chase or something. I don't know. Some people be getting caught up in all that. Like, they can't just keep a good thing because they're always worried what else is out there, you know?
What? Miss White, you doing way too much manipulating.
When asked when the last time she cheated, she caught herself in a lie.
Tuesday.
When is the last time you cheated?
It's been months. Since
Months? How many months?
Since February.
So the last time you cheated was in February, and you're pregnant now. Is there any chance at all that this child you're carrying is not your husband's?
No, it's 100% his.
I ain't buying that for a damn second. You better believe I'm gonna get one of them little DNA tests. I'm gonna check too. I love seeing those videos on YouTube too, where they like, surprise DNA, and it's not theirs. Those are funny if you haven't seen them.
Do you believe that, Mr. White?
No, because she just caught herself up in a lie, because she just told us that she didn't sleep with him, but she just admitted to cheating in February.
Mr. Silva
True.
believes that men are allowed to cheat on their wives. Now he is in court claiming his girlfriend cheated.
Buddy looked like Troy Polamalu for real. Do you think he's got a Head and Shoulders sponsorship? I don't know.
And another man is her son's father.
Involved in a paternity case on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta in support of your sister who took a DNA test to prove paternity of her child. You now stand here in court with your own case because you say
Also, who names their kid Kermit? That seems like a cruel joke. I don't think that's a good look.
there is absolutely no way you are the biological father of the plaintiff's
Did
son.
everything in my life. We've been on and off for about 3 years. Right now, every single time I turn around, it's always, oh, are you sure that he's my baby? Are you sure that he's my baby? Yes, I'm 100% sure. Like, why do you keep asking?
So, what's the cause of this?
If you are going to question a chick like that, you shouldn't be sleeping with them. If you don't trust them enough to, like, know that that's going to be your baby, you shouldn't be doing any of that. Because you got to know that there's a possibility you going up in there without any Trojans, it's going to happen. Or Magnums. I ain't going to speculate on his either. I don't know.
The doubt.
Mr. Silva, why do you have doubt?
I just don't trust her, Your Honor. I feel like she's tricking me into believing that I'm Legend's father. I grew up loving women, loving sex.
You grew up loving sex.
To me, I always felt like it was okay for men to go out, have sex.
That's a cute baby, too. So, I told you he's been watching too much Fresh and Fit. He thinks he could sling that thing everywhere, and she can't do nothing. Some dudes are really tripping when it comes to that. They think they should just be, like, exempt.
And, you know, she come home to their family.
What he says next is outrageous. Check it out.
Well, Your Honor, I feel
Every
like,
man feels
you know,
like that.
God created men to conquer, to overrule, and woman cannot empower men.
What are we on, Game of Thrones?
You see what I deal with every day.
Oh, what are we talking about?
His response is that he fears she might be doing the same thing he's doing.
Well, Your Honor, I feel like if I'm out here, you know, doing what I'm doing, and she's out, you know, doing whatever she's doing, she's possibly doing the same thing.
And why would
So you got a guilty conscience. That's what's up here. You think you're Lord of Coochie Rock from friggin' like Game of Thrones, and you think she's out here just throwing it around like you. That ain't always the case. That guilty conscience will eat you alive.
that be so wrong? Because you can't take what you dish out?
The birth certificate of the child was signed by him.
As soon as the, you know, Legend was born, the doctor came in the room straight to me and gave me the paper. I didn't want to make her look bad, so
And
I just
so you signed the birth certificate?
yes, I just felt I felt pressure to sign.
While he chose to be present in the child's life, he had his doubts and he made sure he expressed it to others.
That's on you, buddy. If you didn't think you're the dad, you don't sign that paper. Because the second you do, it's on you. But I happen to think that kid looks like his twin. So I think that's his kid.
I love him. I fell in love with him.
Well, he loves him, but he's still telling everybody that he's not the father. Like,
I just have my doubt.
Yeah.
I just have my doubt.
He also claimed that the baby's features look nothing like his.
The baby honestly looks more like her than me. How could I tell the baby is mine if he doesn't really even look like me for real?
And what's the problem? Like, they're not always gonna look like you. I had a friend, I mean, he wasn't like dark skin, like Akon black. I mean, he was probably more like Drizzy black. But his daughter was whiter than me, like white as the driven snow. I was like, buddy, you sure about this? He said, yep, we did the DNA test. That's my baby.
Look at him. What are you talking about?
Her ex looks just like me. He could be her ex.
So you're saying there's such a striking resemblance between you and her ex.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's hard for you to tell because the child looks so much like her.
Although he wanted to be the father of the child, he said he wants nothing to do with the child or the mother if he finds out the child isn't his.
Like, you've been around him for a long time, you know what I mean? And so now, if he's not yours, all of a sudden you don't want nothing to do with me at all. You don't want.
Okay, so that's the tough part, right? Because he's going to feel some kind of slighted, and she's going to feel some type of like, hey, you're this boy's dad. Like, you've been here, you know? And that's why I'm like, just tell from Jump Street if there's not. But I believe her in this point. I think she ain't lying at all. I think he's the one that's tripping because he wants to be free to do whatever. He's 22, you know. He wants to be out here running the streets. But I believe her in this situation. I think that's his baby. And I think he actually does look like him.
Want nothing to do with him.
How you gonna make me take care of somebody else? Your Honor, I love Jennifer. I mean.
So with or without Legend, we should still be together. It shouldn't be no kick rocks.
Nah, you kicking rocks.
It's time.
Kick rocks like the Flintstones. He's cold-hearted for real. I would be attached to that baby. 6 months, 1 month, I'd be too attached. I don't know, man. That's just messy, but I do think it's his kid.
For the results.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Silva, you are the father. You are the father.
That's all I needed to know, Your Honor. Now, I'm sorry, and you know I did have my doubt with.
Right, look, you love her, right? And you just put her through all that. She's sitting here breaking down and like on national television because you put her through all this. I don't know why people would go on the show for this though. Why not just do a DNA test? I feel like she probably had to drag him there because he didn't want any responsibility. I don't like that.
The legend, but I know that he's my son, and I would truly, fully love him.
When you come to paternity court to deny paternity, but then also drop a bomb news on Judge, this episode is packed with twists.
What did you like about him? Like, what were you drawn to? He was kind.
His looks. He's not a bad looking person. He looks.
Kind of look like Tracy Morgan to me. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Maybe a younger Tracy Morgan.
He's funny. He's hilarious. He keeps a smile on
So
his face.
he's funny. He's good looking.
Yeah,
you thought you had met a nice guy.
Humor.
Right.
She would drive 45 minutes every day to go see him, knowing fully well he's not committed.
Had you been driving 45 minutes to see him, Miss Thomas?
Oh, wow, about a month or so, or longer.
So about a month you would drive to go see him.
Like every other day, I drive. Like at nighttime, I put my kids to bed. I go see him.
When she found
Oh, so you on that late night tip. Okay. So she's road tripping for this man. 45 minutes back. That's a full-length movie, people. She really wants this man.
out that she was pregnant, she contacted him and things went downhill from there.
Find out, you call Mr. McKee and tell him?
Yes, ma'am. And he thought I was just joking, like playing, or maybe just sick. So maybe like a couple weeks later, I said, let me take a pregnancy test. So I took a pregnancy test. I took a picture of it and I sent it to him through text message. He was like, what is this? I was like, a pregnancy test. He said, I don't know how to read these, so tell me what that means. I say, I'm pregnant. He's like, oh, okay, so whatever you decide to do, just let me know.
What he did.
What you decide to do? I mean, I guess there's options, but you're the dad. Like, what do you mean, what you decide to do? What are you gonna do?
After finding out she was pregnant is cold-blooded.
She was pregnant. What were you thinking, sir?
Well, she called me when she was like 3 months pregnant. I know I got a phone call. I was at work. I told her I'd call her back, but I ended up blocking her number.
What?
Oh, you trifling for that. But isn't 3 months like that window where like it's easier to lose a baby? At least that's my understanding. Like that 90-day window, people don't announce they're pregnant till like 3 months. At least I think that's how it is.
He blocked it after we had that conversation. After we had that
Really?
conversation, then he
After I
blocked
blocked the number, she had the baby and called me from another number.
So she called to tell you she was pregnant and you just said okay and then blocked her number?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Oh, you cold-blooded.
You violated her for real. I mean, if she's pregnant, and why can't you just, you don't have to block her number. I get he has doubts, but I don't feel like that's the right thing to do, even if there's a possibility you're the dad. I don't know.
After she gave birth to the child, he asked for pictures and his doubts began. He also made a revelation about the number of kids she has.
Baby, are you sure that's my baby?
Oh shit. I would have blocked her too. That ain't my baby. That's a little more me than him. That's French Montana's baby. That ain't no Wheezy's baby. That ain't Lil Wayne's baby. I get that. That baby's a little too light.
Then he looked at the color of it, like why he's the color he is.
So wait a minute, Mr. McKee. When you got the pictures, what were you thinking?
Like, this not my baby, Your Honor. I'm like, damn, this baby make number 8 right here. Like,
Number 8 for who? You or her?
For me.
For her.
I have 8.
Shit, 8? This lady's working on a full baseball team. Like, whoa. Well, you knew chick was super fertile. Why didn't you wrap it up? Damn.
Be number 8.
Number 8?
So I'm kind of confused.
Whoa. So did you know she had children when you were dating her?
Yeah, he knew I had kids.
I didn't know she had 8 kids, you know.
He knew I had.
Having this little boy make 8.
Yeah.
So, whose child is it? What?
She's probably spent most of her adult life pregnant at that point. That's crazy, man. 8. I just want 1.
Just outrageous and hilarious claim.
A text with the picture of the baby. Your first response was what?
The baby look like he can be for Donald Trump.
Like, really?
No comment, but that baby ain't orange enough to be Donald Trump.
Oh.
Really?
I didn't expect that one. So when you saw the baby, you said, that's not mine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Not just because of the skin color, but you felt that the features and even the characteristics of the baby were of a child you believed to be biracial.
He also
I don't blame him. I don't think that's Barack's baby. He might be onto something here.
feels he's not the only one she was sleeping with.
She was already pregnant. Is that what you were thinking? Because it was only a 1-month affair?
No, it was a affair for longer than a month. It's just how fast it happened in a month.
Wait a minute, explain that.
I meet you April the 1st, and April the 20th, we getting it in.
Well, you're
That's like 3 weeks. That ain't that bad, right? If you a guy and you ever want to pull a power move, turn her down. Because women ain't used to guys saying no. I think that's the major power move as a man. You tell them no, drives women nuts. I think, at least. I've done it a few times.
You're saying it's because she had sex with you so
Fast.
quickly that you felt like, well, maybe this is the type of person or type of woman who's also having sex with other people.
In a bid to know when his doubts began, the judge asked him how he felt when he met the child. He had a lot to say.
So now when you got there and you saw the baby, talk to me about how you felt.
The same way he's feeling now.
I mean, you can't take it out on the baby. Like, the baby didn't do nothing to nobody. I don't think you can just show up and be like, oh, still, like, show any kind of resentment towards it. I get that he thinks the baby's not his. I don't think the baby's his. But still, at the end of the day, it's just a child. You should still be kind and caring and whatever, but I get why. I mean, that baby might be mine.
He questioning, like, are you sure? Is it mine? Why is his skin color? That's all he keeps saying. But he adores him, I'm not gonna lie. But
wait.
he just questioned the skin color.
So I had a lady.
Black babies get darker as they get older. At least I think. Can't speak from experience there, but I think.
He did walk up like, damn, that's a cute baby right there. Is mama white? You know, I'm not racist or nothing, but is mama white? And I'm like, it's his mama right there. So she said,
talking
is
about
daddy
like, right in front
white?
of me, like I'm the mom.
I'm like, I'm the daddy. I was supposed to be the daddy, but we just took a test, you know, I know. She like, babe, I pray for you.
Oh no. So he's getting doubts from everywhere. People praying on the Bible. Oh my. Imagine how embarrassing that would be in public though. Someone walk up to you and be like, "Are you the daddy?" No shot. Like,
When he was asked if he had any other kids, what he said shocked everyone.
I have a daughter.
You do. And so this would be your first son.
I have 2 more on the way.
You have 2 more kids on the way right now?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Even the judge couldn't believe what she's hearing.
Are you serious?
On me too.
Yes, Your Honor.
2 sisters in the same family.
oh no. How'd you pull that one, my guy? That's crazy. Because you know them two is about to, like, what would that make them? Would it make them cousisters? Like, cousisters, cousin sisters. Kazoys? Kaboys?
They both having your baby at the same time?
Probably a month apart.
Wow.
Mr. McKee, please tell me you're not gonna end up behind these.
I might be, Your Honor. You might see me in the next 120 days.
It's time for the results.
I mean, maybe he's allergic to rubber, because I've heard guys use that before, because them things suck. But they make sheepskin ones. You can get away.
Has been determined by this court. Mr. McKee, you are not the father.
Are you
Shocker.
serious?
He is not the father, Miss Thomas.
When she was asked if she
Deep down, she knew that. Like, she had to. I think she just wanted him to be the dad. But he also ghosted you, so why would you want him to be the dad?
knew who the father was, surprisingly, she knew.
Do you know who Carson's father is?
Yes. Like my ex before I met him.
Donald
Did
Trump.
you know that and just want it to be Mr. McKee's?
No, I didn't think of it at all. It was a time space in between.
Honestly, for Carson's sake, I'm glad we got down to the bottom of this. I need you to do what you need to do and find this child's father.
I mean, like, I think a blind man could have told that wasn't his baby, but all right, I get it. But a little bit of paternity court madness. I love this stuff. It's always so entertaining to watch, and sometimes it's just too good. Like, this couldn't even be reality TV. Like, this is way better than friggin' Jersey Shore ever was. But check it out. Maybe you guys like it. I don't know. I'll do more paternity court if you like it. I did one at like the start of my channel, and people kept asking me about it here and there. They were like, could you do another one? So I did it. But like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.